Guys, meron tayo i-review today isa sa mga astig na camera phones, no, na meron ni Huawei. And most of the time, itong phone na to, pag nilabas, lagi na sa top ng chart ng DxOMark. And I'm talking none other than the Huawei P50 Pro. So, na-review na natin, no, yung P50 Pocket. Ngayon, yung Pro version na ang hawak natin. So, tara, buksan muna natin. Guys, ako pala si Richmond ng Gadget Sidekick and welcome back to my channel. So, hawak-hawak na natin right now is the Huawei P50 Pro. I know that this phone is definitely a stunner pagdating sa mga camera shots, no? It's a very nice camera phone. Now, dito sa likod, nakita natin, no, may nakaprint pang Leica. Pero I'm not quite sure, no, since I think tapos na ang kontrata ni Leica at ni Huawei. And pag tinignan mo, no, sa mga camera shots, sa mga watermarks, no, wala nang Leica. No? Before, it used to be meron. Pero ngayon, wala na siya. And I know that this one already sports Huawei XD Optics. Yun ang kanilang in-house na, yung mga taga-design ng kanilang camera, no? Yung mga expert nila. So, we'll be running through a lot of testing, no, dito sa phone na ito with regards sa pag-vlog, sa pagkuha ng mga picture, sa 100 times zoom nitong phone na ito. And I'm really sure na it just might perform up to my standards. But before that, syempre, pag-usapan natin yung mga specs nitong phone na ito, no? So, bago sa lahat, tetest muna natin yung fingerprint sensor niya, no? Which is ang bilis na mag-unlock. In just a split of a seconds, naka-unlock ng kanyang, screen using yung thumb, no? As long as wala namang mga sugat yung daliri, no, I'm sure mabilis naman mag-unlock ang screen ni Huawei. Kasi meron siyang 300 na touch sensing, no, itong screen ni Huawei P50 Pro. So, itong phone na ito is equipped with the Snapdragon 888 4G. I know na bitin siya, hindi siya naka 5G, but meron pa rin sinusunod ni Huawei na 5G band sa kanya, kaya hindi pa rin niya malagay ang mga 5G na modem, no, sa kanilang mga devices due to the US ban. Since dito naman sa atin, marami pa namang areas hindi naka 5G, so it's not really too much of a deal breaker. Now, pagdating sa performance, this one can really perform. And pagdating sa Antutu benchmark, nakakuha naman siya ng 574,000 points, no, dito sa Antutu benchmark 9.2.9, which is the latest one, no, as of press time na version ng Antutu benchmark, no. So, I know na yung score niya is not up to yung Snapdragon 888 na 5G version, no, na umaabot siya na halos 800,000 points. But pagdating sa performance, no, hindi naman siya naiiwan eh. Halos parehong-pareho naman siya ng 888 5G pagdating sa mga processing dito, no, sa mga multitasking, smooth, walang problema, sobrang sarap gumamit ng phone na ito, no. Sobrang premium flagship feel. Now, itong color na hawak ko, no, is the golden black version. Ang ganda ng pagkagawa niya this time around, no. Mukha siyang ceramic yung likod, pero ang ganda ng finish niya, no. There's another color dito na tawag nila is Cocoa Gold, no. But I probably would prefer this one, itong golden black, better, no, than yung gold color. Further checking other benchmarks, 422,000 points ang kanyang score, no, dito sa iTutu benchmark. Checking yung kanyang AI capability nitong phone na ito. Okay naman ang kanyang score dito sa 3D Mark for graphics, no? Probably one thing na ayaw ko dito, no, is bakit level 3 lang siya dito sa wideband security, no? Meaning, hindi na ako makakaano, no, HD sa Netflix dito sa phone na ito. Now guys, nakapag-install naman tayo ng Google dito using GSpace, and I'll be posting yung link on top here, dyan sa taas, para i-click nyo lang para makita nyo yung step-by-step guide on how to install GSpace para magamit nyo ang Google Play dito sa Huawei P50 Pro. And it's very easy lang naman. All you need to do is just follow yung step-by-step yung ginawa ko, and makukuha nyo. It's ganun kasimple lang. Kasi there's some, important na mga permissions na kailangan nyo i-allow bago nyo fully may-utilize ang GSpace dito. Guys, ang ganda ng display na itong phone na ito, 6.6-inch OLED display. Now, 120Hz of screen refresh rate with a 1440 na high frame rate. Then, together sa kanya, ang touch sampling rate niya is 300Hz. Making it very smooth, given na very responsive, plus 120Hz ang kanyang screen refresh rate. So guys, itong phone na ito, meron siya IP68 na water and dust resistance, Then, hindi ko lang sure, kung anong Corning Gorilla Glass tong protected tong phone na ito. Yung front niya is made out of glass. Yung likod niya is also made out of glass. And of course, ang kanyang frame is made out of aluminum. Now, tinry naman natin gamitin itong phone to watch some movies, watch some videos here on this phone. And of course, nakapag-access naman tayo ng YouTube dito sa GSpace, giving us that full screen goodness. Unlike pag ginamit mo siya sa petal search, parang sa browser, medyo bitin. Hindi mo pwede i-expand fully ang yung screen hanggang ma-maximize mo buong screen. Hindi po pwede yan sa ordinary ng browser. But sa GSpace, nagawa naman natin. And I was able to enjoy naman sa kanya, given na itong screen na to can reproduce up to 1 billion colors. And masasabi ko sa inyo, watching all those mga 4K videos here on this phone, ang suabe sa mata, Very nice, very relaxing. Black is blacker. And yung 120Hz of screen refresh rate is kicking in here when you're watching videos, Lalo na pag when you're scrolling social media, ang smooth ng transition, wala kang problema. Definitely, it's a very nice experience watching some videos sa mga flagship phones level like this one. And of course, guys, don't forget na yung sound niya is a dual stereo sound. Yung sound niya is very, very immersive when you're watching videos. Mafe-feel mo nasa left and right ng loudspeaker niya na tumutugtog. Di hamang na mas maganda, kaysa makinig ka sa mga single firing na loudspeaker sa ibang mga phones. Game test din naman tayo dito sa phone na ito, playing Call of Duty Mobile. Now, all of the high settings po natin unlock dito. Definitely, sa Snapdragon 888, I expect natin less. Na, yung gameplay naman, masasabi ko sa inyo guys, it's really nice, immersive, and tinry ko naman siya i-max out lahat ng settings para feel, kung ba siya, mapigil ba siya o hindi. But, well, smooth naman siya. And one thing that I noticed, hindi naman siya ganun kainitan dito sa phone na ito. And true enough na yung gameplay is smooth, wala mo na feel na frame drops. Yung lags naman, halos wala naman na feel. And tinry ko both gumamit ng itong loudspeaker and yung mga Bluetooth na headphones. Okay ang experience dito, Wala namang lag din pati sa sounds. Guys, pag-uusapan na natin itong dalawang bilog na nasa likod ng phone na to, which is definitely the camera. Meron siyang quad camera setup, So, itong super camera ni Huawei is composed of a 50MP na wide camera, aperture 1.8, 64MP aperture 3.5 na periscope telephoto lens, then 13MP na aperture 2.2 na ultra-wide lens, then of course, isang 40MP na aperture 1.6 black and white lens. Now, binabalik niya ang black and white this time around. And of course, ang kanyang harap is a magandang pinamamalaki ni Huawei ito is a 13MP na aperture 2.4 na front selfie shooter. So, nilabas naman natin siya to the Bayside, Manila Bay, taking some all those shots. Wide lens, then yung mga zoom lens up to 100 times zoom. Pakita ko sa inyo kung gaano siya kaganda. guys, nakita nyo ngayon ang performance ng camera ni Huawei P50 Pro. Now, ito yung tinatawag nila no, na Trueform Dual Matrix camera. Ito ang kinocompose siya ng yung powerful na main camera and of course yung kanyang super zoom na matrix. Then, itong hardware niya is integrated nga with the Huawei XD Optics and Huawei XD Fusion Pro Image Engine para mas maganda yung mga shots, no? Lalo na yung details, tsaka yung brightness, no? Ini-enhance ni Huawei. Parang minimix and match niya yung sa loob ng AI engine niya, pinapaganda niya, no? Ginagawa na mas realistic ang mga shots mo na nakukuha mo dito sa phone na ito. As seen sa mga shots na pinapakita ko sa inyo, no? So, since sinabi ng Huawei na maganda rin ang kanyang selfie camera, tingnan natin ilang shots. Well guys, indoor, outdoor, itong kanyang selfie camera is sobrang cool. And of course, how can I forget na ilabas tong phone na ito for vlogging? Since, well, it's designed to be used for vlogging. So, nilabas ko nga siya. And tinry natin i-vlog. Tara, silipin mo ilang video ko. So guys, this is how it looks like when you're vlogging against the sunlight using the all-new Huawei P50 Pro. And you can see that, yeah, it's a little bit glary, but it was able to adjust to, of course, the lights and giving me that better output as compared to other phones out there, other flagship out there, which probably will become photo washout. And this one is definitely a very nice camera if you're planning to vlog. And this is, of course, me against the sunlight. Of course, producing really nice and very natural colors. And just take a quick spin around. And so this is me partially against the sunlight. So this is the performance of the Huawei P50 Pro. So guys, right now I'm holding the Huawei P50 Pro, and yeah, this is how it looks like when you're vlogging indoors. So right now I'm against the sunlight, and well, just halogen bulbs up there. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty stable. So I can say that it's really something that is really nice to be used as a main vlogging device. Check it out. So guys, right now we're here at Manila Bay using the Huawei P50 Pro and panning using just my bare hands, walking around the bay. And right now we're against the sunlight. It's almost sunset right now. So yeah, sunset by the bay. So this is how it performs, okay, using the Huawei P50 Pro flagship. So guys, this is the Huawei P50 Pro. So right now we're indoors, vlogging inside the coffee shop, trying to check if it's really stable, and yeah, it's a very nice device. So right now we'll zoom all the way. Wow, just look at the clarity. Okay, we're up to 20 times zoom right now, and it's really nice. Okay, and this is the Huawei P50 Pro. So guys, na-notice ko no na ang ganda ng kanyang camera, no, be it the front and the back when it comes to vlogging, no. And one noticeable feature na nagustuhan ko dito sa phone ni Huawei when you're vlogging, no, is yung against the sunlight vlog. So tinry ko naman siya i-test, no, na sakto yung yung araw na sa likod ko, definitely nakatutok yung yung araw dito sa camera. Now, instead na mag-wash out, maging puti, na hirapan siya mag-color correction, no, itong phone na ito, which is the Huawei P50 Pro, it was able to adapt, okay? Making it parang normal lang. And masasabi ko sa guys, especially when I'm taking those sunset na shots, no, using the rear camera. Ang ganda, guys. Masasabi ko sa inyo, it was able to adjust, mag-adapt, no, dun sa, yung pagkontra ng ilaw ng sunlight. Which is definitely a very nice feature na gusto ko dito sa Huawei P50 Pro. Which is, wala. So far, wala pa sa ibang mga smartphone brands. Now, itong phone na ito, meron siyang 4,360 na battery, no, na can charge up to 66 watts of fast charging. Now, tinry naman natin, no, i-drain itong phone na ito down to 13%. Chinarge ko pabalik using ng kanyang default, no, na 66 watts na fast charger. Now, I was able to finish charging, no, in just 50 minutes using yung kanyang charger na sinupply dito sa box na ito. It was quite fast naman, and masasabi ko sa inyo yung yung pagdating sa bandang patapos na, nagtitrickle siya, doon na siguro bumagal ng konti. Pero nung pag tinitingnan ko yung yung pag-charging na ang bilis, sunod-sunod, 1%, 2%, ganun, halos mabibilang mo, ang bilis, habang tinitingnan ko siya na mag-charge. So, of course, how can we forget na i-try, itong endurance ng battery ni Huawei P50 Pro? I know na isa sa normally mga flagship, medyo hirap sila sa battery performance, no? Lalo kasi ang kanilang processor is malakas, medyo malakas yung kumain ng kuryente. Itong Huawei P50 Pro, nakatagal naman siya ng 10 hours and 7 minutes dito sa kanyang battery stress test nitong PC Mark, So, on a daily average usage, so gamit ko naman siya halos 1 week na rin dito sa aking studio, and nilabas ko naman siya using it as my daily driver. So, one thing that I noticed, is hindi sobrang tumatagal ang kanyang battery, Probably halos na sa mga 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I started the day, mga 8. Then, of course, syempre, gamit ka ng lahat ng mga the usual. Facebook, YouTube, then gaming, calls, Zoom. Okay? So, most of the time, either naka-Wi-Fi ako, naka-mobile data. Pag naka-mobile data, definitely mas mabilis na maubos ang kanyang battery. Halos 4 o'clock, kailangan ko na mag-hit ng charging dock, So, yun masasabi ko sa inyo, on actual usage, hindi niya kaya, halos hirap siya, for a whole day usage, on a normal or above normal na average user, like me. Guys, after ko ilaro tong phone na ito, for 1 week, isa lang masasabi ko sa inyo, guys. This phone definitely rocks when it comes to photography. Ang ganda niya, Itong comeback ni Huawei is definitely real. And it took a while para ilabas ng P50, sa global market. Since medyo matagal na to sa China market, Ngayon lang nila nailabas uli. Since medyo malaki ang tamang dalas kanila, yung US ban, ng Huawei, which is, of course, hopefully, malift siya soon. And I'm sure na itong phone might just be part of yung DxOMark top 3. I'm sure, at the very least, nasa top 3 itong phone na ito, If not number 1 siya, at least it should crack top 3. So guys, kung nagustuhan nyo itong video na ito, a subscription to this channel is definitely a much appreciated gesture. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to like and of course, click that bell icon para di na ma-miss ang mga astig na video like this here on my channel. And ako nga pala si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up?